Forrest, James. Okay, mother's not present, huh? Good afternoon. This is call number 2020-42071. In the interest of Carly Forrest, all parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
All right, sir, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Kevin J. Forrest, and I'm supposed to be called his father.
All right, and representing the state of Texas,
Kara Mitchell.
we've got an original petition and a suit affecting parent-child relationship with an acknowledgement of paternity. What are we doing today?
Your Honor,
First, let me note that the mother is not present, correct? Amber
That is-
Patrice James, and she was personally served on December 5th, 2020 at 2:45 p.m. And she has not filed an answer, is not present. Is that correct?
that is correct, Your Honor.
What are we doing today?
Your Honor, Mr. Forrest is requesting the
Do you not think you're the father of this child?
No, sir.
Mr.
No, sir. I was told that I wasn't at times, and so that's why I have other kids to take care of. Like if she's my responsibility, I have no problem taking care of my responsibility. But I'm a single parent. I also have a son that lives with me. So
Okay, hold on a second. What is the reset date, Ms. Mitchell?
May the 9th.
All right, then the father's challenge to the AOP is granted, DNA testing is ordered, and the case is reset to May 9th, 2022. Anything further?
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
All right.
May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
thank you.
Who do we have present here? Martinez and Guerrero. Is mother present by telephone or by video, Mr. Rego?
She's present by telephone, Judge.
Okay. All right, this is called number 2019-87065 in the interest of Zelia Martinez. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Yes, I do.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Iris Alexis Guerrero, and I'm her mother.
All right, and representing the state of Texas.
Luis Regla.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent is Alfonso Pedraza Martinez. Mr. Martinez was personally served on March 2nd, 2021 at 7:40 p.m. at 520 Yorkshire Street, Apartment 6 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He's not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct, Mr. Regla?
That is correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Judge. I'll begin by calling Mr. Barrera. Sir, what's your full name?
Good.
Arnaldo Barrera.
And you're employed with the state of Texas, is that correct?
That is correct.
And you received training in line with the Texas Family Code in order to perform calculations and investigate support. Is that accurate?
That is correct.
And you had an opportunity to perform calculations as far as retroactive support goes for this case?
Yes, I have.
And do you have a report for the court today as far as retroactive child support goes?
Yes. Retroactive
Okay.
support for the time periods for Mr. Martinez for the time period of October 2019 to today, based on what his employer reported and the wages that we reported during my investigation, the amount should be $8,444 with a payout of $92 a month to begin March 1st, 2022 and monthly thereafter.
And there is only one child he's obligated to support, is that correct?
That was correct.
And Judge, I'll pass this witness.
Okay, what about the child support, current child support? You have information on that, Mr. Regla?
There is no proof of his income being higher than minimum wage, so we're
Okay.
proposing minimum wage, Judge.
All right. Ms. Guerrero, do you have any questions of Mr. Barrera?
No, sir.
Okay, may we excuse him, Mr. Regla?
I agree with that, Judge. Yes, please.
All right, you're free to go, Mr. Barrera.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And next, Your Honor, I'll call the mother as a witness.
All right.
And ma'am, what's your full name? One more time, please.
Iris Alexis Guerrero.
All right, and you are the mother of the child in this case, is that correct?
I am.
All right, and you and the father at one point used to live together with the child, is that correct?
That's correct.
However, in the past, you have suffered physical abuse and harassment by Mr. Martinez. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's correct.
In fact, at one point in time, he abused you so badly that he actually was incarcerated for abusing you at least for a year. Is that true?
That's true.
He's actually gone to jail more than once for abusing you. Is that accurate?
That's correct.
He has actually, you're not sure how, but he actually found out where you live and has shown up at your place. Is that true?
That's correct.
You, in fact, didn't tell him where you live after moving when he abused you. Is that correct?
No, I did not.
Any idea how he found out where you live today?
No, I do not.
And in case you do move and going forward in the future, are you requesting your phone number and address be kept confidential from this man?
Yes, I do, please.
And when he abused you, what physically did he do that he ended up going to jail?
He choked me and he had punched me a couple of times, like slapped my head and pushed my head against the car window. And when I was able to get away, I tricked him into thinking I was going inside the house through the back door because we were parked at the back. I ran out the front door, ran to a neighbor's house with my daughter, and they called the cops.
And your
And
daughter
they
was
would say-
actually, and your daughter was present for this, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And due to that physical abuse that's happened in the past, a history of violence against you and harassment by him against you, you're requesting that the court make a finding of that abuse and that allow you to keep your address and phone number confidential from this man.
That's correct.
And given those concerns as well, you're requesting a neutral pickup and drop off place at the paternal grandfather's residence of Al Martinez.
Yes, that's correct.
And in fact, you've actually used Al Martinez in the past for visits. Is that true?
Yes, I have.
And so this is someone that you would trust to be there to supervise visits when the father sees your daughter.
Yes,
And you're requesting the court to appoint you sole managing conservator and some modified schedule of visits at 15 visits for each of the 4 phases for this father to go through before he can have a standard possession order with your daughter.
yes.
Okay. And as well, do you have concerns about the father drinking constantly while he had, in the times that he did have your daughter in the past?
Yeah, I don't want him drinking or using any type of drugs while he's with her.
And so you're also requesting the court to grant that injunction that the father cannot use controlled substances or consume alcohol 12 hours prior to or while he has your daughter or has visits
Exactly,
with your
yes.
daughter. Okay. She has Medicaid right now.
She does.
And as far as you know, this is the only child he's obligated to support through a court order. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You all separated October 24th, 2019, and that's why we're requesting that be the start time for the retroactive child support. Is that true?
Yes,
And as far as you know, the father, I'm sorry, your daughter right now, she has Medicaid. Is that correct?
that's correct.
We don't actually have proof of what the father's income is today. Is that correct?
No, we do not.
So we're requesting the court to grant this order based on minimum wage beginning March 1st for child support and for medical support. Is that true?
Yes,
And do you think these orders are in the best interest of your child and your family?
yeah, I think that this would be the best for right now. I wish there was more stipulations, but this is what I'm with right now.
And you're asking the court to approve this default order.
Yes,
Judge, that's all I have.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
thank you, Your
Judge.
Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Guerrero. You can hang up now.
Okay, thank you. If I have any other questions, can I call you back at that other number? Because I just have a quick question on page 4.
That's fine. I can place you into a wait room and meet with you in just a bit.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be right with you.
All right, thank you.
You handling the Ruth matter, Mr. Regla?
Yes, Judge. It's just a double default order.
All right, this cause number 2021-28728 in the interest of Cartier Ruth. The mother's not present. She signed a waiver of service on June 2nd, 2021, and she's not made an appearance. Is that correct, Mr. Regla?
Correct, Judge.
Further, the father's not present. He was personally served on June 1st, 2021 at 12:16 p.m. at 701 North San Jacinto in Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he has not filed an answer also. Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
All right, we'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is requesting for the court to grant this default order that establishes the parent-child relationship based on the genetic testing. And
Court will note that DNA test report would indicate that the alleged father, Alan Ruth, is not excluded as the biological father of the tested child, Cartier Ruth, who is the child subject to this suit. Okay.
thank you, Judge. And that's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
And Maria, I'm just going to go meet with the mother.